Welcome, everyone, to another Freshman Friday. I'm your host, Al Weston, Assistant Athletic Director here at GC. Got a special guest for you today from GC Soccer. It's Amanda Ewers. Amanda, thank you for being with us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
How did I do on that last name? Ewers, is that right? Did I sound that right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your high school, all that type of thing.
I'm from Cumming, Georgia, and I went to West Forsyth High School.
Okay, so West Forsyth, and then you come in here to play a little bit of soccer. What interested you the most about Georgia College?
Definitely the academics being so good, and then just like when I came on my visit, everyone here is just so nice, and it just felt like home.
You mentioned the academics. What do you have for a major so far?
I'm pre-nursing right now.
Okay, so pre-nursing. I know you got a long ways to go, and that's one of our more challenging majors here. What made you interested in being a nurse?
I just always liked science and just like being around people, and so I don't know. A lot of people always told me they were like, "Well, nursing would be a good thing to look into," and when I started looking into it, it just seemed like a fit. So.
Any particular field or type of nursing that you have an interest in so far, or not yet?
Probably something like pediatrics, but
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure.
interesting.
Like, yeah.
Working with the kids and all that kind of thing. Is that something from your background or?
Um, I have two younger brothers, and then my mom used to run like an in-home daycare, so we've just always been around a lot of different kids. So
Okay, whether by choice or not, you
yeah.
all the time there. That's good. That's good. All right, so tell me, how did the first semester go? What was your favorite class so far?
It was really good. My favorite class so far has probably been Intro to Human Development. It was just we like started with like birth and went all the way through death, and it was just kind of interesting seeing the different like stages of life.
That's cool. That's cool. So I mean, again, that seems to line up with the at least sort of a touch into that nursing type major and the medical field. So that's a lot of fun there. Tell me about the recruiting process. Of course, head coach Tina Gallagher. You're a part of the first recruiting class for her as a head coach. After coming in late, right before the season started last year. How did that process work? And how did you find out about Georgia College? I guess.
So I found out about Georgia College through just coming to a camp my sophomore year of high school, and then I talked to Coach Clark when she was still the coach here, and committed through her. And then when the coach changed, I recommitted with Coach Tenna last spring. And so, yeah, I just heard through it or about it through like friends, and then when I came to the camp, just like once again, just the environment was so fitting.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so talk to me about your soccer background. I see a long list of accolades on your bio, and congratulations on your success as a high school player. Who was a mentor for you growing up in the soccer game, and who did you kind of focus on as a person that was going to lead you through soccer as a youth?
Oh gosh. For honestly, for my parents have just always been like my biggest like supporters, and like taking me to all the practices and games, and like getting me where I need to be always. And like for like a person to look up to, I've always like watched the women's national team, and Alex Morgan has just always been my favorite because she just every time she steps on the field, she makes such a big impact.
Now, I did notice that you did have Alex Morgan as your favorite athlete. Obviously, there's been a huge boost in women's soccer. Probably since your time frame of being involved with it. What does that mean for you as a women's soccer player to see, just an increased interest in the women's game when it comes to Olympics and national team and that type of
I think it's just so great. Like seeing how many more girls get involved in sports from like an early age. It's very inspiring and very exciting.
Yeah, you talk about being involved as an early age. When did you start, playing the game of soccer?
I started at age 4, I think. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So real, real young there. Just the youth leagues and that type of thing. What time frame did you start to think to yourself, hey, I got some skill in this area. I might be able to play at the collegiate level?
Um, Probably like my freshman year of high school, I realized I was like, okay, I I could pursue this into college if I work hard enough at it. So, but up until then, I really was so unsure. Like I didn't even know it was really a possibility.
Did you have any other teammates? It looked like you had some success as a squad there. Any other teammates that went to other colleges to play soccer, or anybody that you played with in the past that's here at GC?
Nobody that I've played in the past with is at GC, but a lot of girls from my high school and my club team have gone to different places like Mercer, UNG, Valdosta, just a lot of different schools around Georgia.
All right. You mentioned UNG. Of course, they're on the schedule. That should be fun for you. Who's the former teammate that you have up there?
Natalie Francinez. We played club together for the last 2 years of high school, and so yeah, we always joke about it. We're like, well, we'll see each other again.
That's awesome. Well, you got 4 years to take each other on, and of course, North Georgia is always such a heck of a soccer team up there. So that's a good rivalry for us, and a lot of fun to play that team. Okay, so looking outside of soccer, what type of things are you doing in your free time, Amanda?
Um, Honestly, just been hanging with like my family and friends while I'm home. My younger brothers play tennis and love biking, so when they're not in school, that's what I'll go do with them. So
That's cool. That's cool. So very close knit family. It sounds like.
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. So tell me, if soccer wasn't the thing, what other sport do you think you might be spending most of your, athletic interest on?
Um, Probably volleyball in middle school. I played up through like elementary and middle school, but then I never grew. So I chose soccer. I was like, that's probably a better option for me.
Yeah, that height is kind of an important thing when it comes to at least to certain positions in the game of volleyball. But we'll keep your options open. I'll talk with Coach Crumdick and the Cat volleyball squad, see if they have a spot for you. But anyway, all right. So tell me about looking forward. Obviously, this situation has just been such a unique beginning to your collegiate career. I mean, you came here wanting to play some soccer in the fall. You don't get the chance to do that. Going to get an abbreviated season coming up, hopefully in the spring. Fingers crossed and that sort of thing. But the adjustment. How has it been for you to start college and then also start it in such a weird time frame with this virus going on?
It's definitely been different than I had anticipated coming in, but it's been so good. And just everyone on the team has been so supportive. And like the older girls from day one were like reaching out and just helping us get adjusted and running captain led practices for us and just keeping us in the loop. So it was a good transition overall.
Yeah, a lot of returners and some really great leadership on that soccer squad. I know a couple of them because they work for me here in the office as well. But Sophia Bonzer and Lydia Atkinson, Kai Jeffries, and Becca Morris are all some great upperclassmen that shout out to those guys to do some great work there. But okay, so that's about all the time we have. I want to make sure that you check out Amanda Ewers and the rest of the Bobcats coming up here this spring. We do hope, again, fingers crossed, do it with me, Amanda. Cross those fingers. Want to make sure we get that season in this spring. Okay, so we don't have a schedule quite yet. Still working on shuffling a couple of things around to make sure that the academics still are a key part of what we do with that brief Peach Belt schedule. But stay tuned to GCBobcats.com. I'll have that released for you as soon as I get that information from Coach Gallagher. For Amanda Ewers, Hal Weston, for the freshman Friday here at Bobcat Nation.